Hello, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope all of you guys are doing well. Thank you so much, Cappies. I love you guys. And I am so sorry that I missed most of your birthday. I hope all of you have had wonderful birthdays. All right, Capricorn. Now, having said that, looking at what you're pulling here is amazing. I think it's beautiful for you, especially coming out now of your birthday cycle and then us moving into Aquarius. So, Capricorn. From Lay Vampire, you pulled Eternal Youth, Energy, Newness, and Vitality. I'm so sorry, you guys. For Christ's sakes. And then from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled Growth. Now, with both of them, for me, it's like there is new life being breathed into you now, especially in terms of, the areas of your life that you're wanting to see growth. So Eternal Youth is definitely saying that you are about to be rejuvenated and filled with energy and potential, and that you look good, you feel attractive, right? Your health is really good, and it's perfect. Now, Growth, the card at a glance says that this card implies personal commitment and following one's heart. It is about honoring your growth and the growth of others. There is a sense of courage and abundance and an ability to stand tall. This is a time to uphold what your heart knows is true. So definitely taking a stand for yourself now, but there's like new life being breathed into you. All right, Cap, here we go. Here's the overall for your week. The Seven of Pentacles, and it figures that it would be something practical, right? So the Seven of Pentacles, like I've always said with this card, I don't see it as a waiting card because we're already at the 7. It's like you've already done that waiting. So now you're looking at, what you have to show for the efforts that you put through, right? You're seeing the initial results, but it's really about reevaluating the growth that's happening in your life, right? And making those decisions on how to continue that. But there's going to be a situation that you're reevaluating. It can definitely have to do with work, with the Pentacles showing up. But we'll see how this is playing out. So now, wow, Cap. Yeah. So in the past, the world. This is success. It is. It's about a major completion that is happening in your life, but it's a successful completion. Whatever is closed itself out has put you in a really good spot here with the world. Now, for some of you, it's saying that you have closure on something though, too. So, now you're reevaluating what you're going to do next. But the world coming through, I think it's perfect. It's perfect. What is that about? What is that about, Cap? Shit. The Seven of Swords. Now, I don't necessarily feel like there's some sneaky, sketchy bullshit that's happening behind your back. I'm more wondering about what you're doing here. And it may be that, you have plans that you're not really wanting to talk about just yet because of, wanting to see growth first. But, why though? So the Seven of Swords, there's a lot of different ways to look at this. One of the things that I've said too, it's like having to leave things behind, having to take with you what you can and get the hell out of Dodge, but it's also secretive plans. It's not revealing things, not revealing your plans, not revealing the way that you feel. And again, I don't think that this is something that's going on behind your back. I think this is what you're planning. But why? This is what I'm wanting to know. I feel good about the progression, even with the Seven of Swords being there. I mean, I'm still waiting to see here how this is lining up with what's in your environment and what comes out. But the Empress in future conditions, right? I mean, when you're talking about it in terms of a person, yes, you're talking about the mother figure. It could be an important female in your life, an older female, right? This could be talking about you and being successful in a business, though, and looking at continued growth for sure with the Empress. But she is about enjoying the physical, right? The physical senses, because abundance is what is around her. And as far as you and going back to Eternal Youth and then looking at the Empress, man, you look good. You look really good. But I'm not seeing anything bad here. I don't feel anything bad. I just think that maybe for some of you, especially if we're looking at a business situation where, you come in with this like great success and we're getting ready to start something new here, there may be some things that you're not wanting to reveal. Not until you see that initial growth. But again, with the Empress coming out here, you look good. You look good and abundant. Now, your best path to follow, the Two of Wands. If you have ideas, and I'm talking to the Cappies out there that have business ideas that they're wanting to work on. The Two of Wands is your best path to follow, is saying that you've got to make plans, right? And I've said this before, and this is one of the things that I love about this deck, is you see the crossroads, right? You could do things this way or you could do things that way, but either way, before you take action, you have to have plans. So that's what's going to be important when it comes to seeing this continuous growth that you're wanting. Oh, and that may be why. That may be why. I still don't think that, you know, this is somebody doing something sneaky and sketchy. I think the reason why you are not revealing things is because the word discretion comes up for me, especially with seeing the Page of Swords in your environment. So the Page of Swords, the messenger of conflict. I have a hard time seeing the positive in this, other than that when you get this bad news, it's saying that, you know, you have the intellect and the grace to deal with it. It's about dealing with difficulties with truth. Being truthful, right? And there's always that question of truth with the Page of Swords. But, you know, with that being in your environment, you could be dealing with somebody that may be, you know, like trying to find out information that you're trying to keep hidden. You know, but it's all because you're trying to plan something here. But you don't want somebody else coming in and being like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, doing the 20 questions thing and trying to find out all this information. And that's what I feel like looking at the Page of Swords in your environment. I'm telling you, this is you acting and you not talking about it because somebody else is asking too many damn questions. But I think you're okay. And the other thing that I would say too is that, you know, as far as like, and this is one of the things that comes up for me sometimes when I see him in readings. Be careful about signing any kind of documents. Just make sure that you're reading all the fine print before you sign anything here. Especially in terms of money and business. But yeah, I'm telling you, that's you. That's you planning stuff because of this bastard here and what he's doing. Like, what are you doing? Oh, your hopes and your fears. Don't do that to yourself. Don't fear that. The Five of Pentacles, for some of you, it's fearing financial difficulties and strain, right? Some of you may be fearing actually being, you know, rejected. You know, it's being on the outside looking in, right? But again, it's just a fear. But I think that for some of you, you know, especially if we're trying to get something going here, right? That, you know, it may cost you more than what you expected to get started, is what I want to say. But as long as, you know, you're making the right plans here, and I really feel like I'm talking to the Capricorns that are dealing with business stuff, you are successful coming into this. Really successful. You know, when you're looking at continued growth, you may have to, you know, be quiet about your plans because you got some shady stuff going on here. But I don't think it's anything that will prevail because of you coming out here as the Empress. You know, and I hate saying this, but it's a boring reading, Cap, but I like boring. It's not stressful. It's not stressful. And you look good. You look good coming out. So help me God. That better not be a bad card coming out of this. And then the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So keep working. So now the Five of Swords, you know, and everybody seems to be having a problem this week with this fucker. The Five of Swords. You know, and I've said this repeatedly this week. When you look at the Five of Swords and they talk about the hollow victory, and you talk about bullshit conflict, you know, this is somebody who doesn't care about hurting other people to get what they want. But I feel like this is the outside influence that you're dealing with that's leading up to this. Because here you are like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. With the Queen of Swords, yes. Now, definitely for some of you, you may be dealing with a person here that may be trying to block you as far as, you know, creative abilities, you know, and I feel a little bit iffy about it. But, you know, I see this as you. I see this as you because you come in as the world, as the past coming through. Now, the Three of Pentacles, right? You've got a skill. You've got a talent. Damn it, show it off. And keep doing the work. Keep doing the work because the potential there is fantastic. I like it. I worry a little bit about, this going on here and that damn Five of Swords. If you're dealing with a person who is trying to block you from starting something, I don't think that they're going to succeed, because it's almost like that Three of Pentacles is saying that, you're going to have to deal with some bumps in the road. But it's not anything that's going to stop you, because your talent is like, it has to be recognized. Like, I feel like it has to be recognized. So for those of you seriously who are looking at, starting a business or whatever it is that you're doing, as far as the material goes, whatever creative ideas you have, they're definitely worth following here. Because I'm telling you, the way you come out, you look good. You look really good. And I like it, Cap. You got a little bit of shit going on, but believe me when I tell you, it's not nearly as bad as some of the stuff I've seen. I like this reading. It's easy peasy. And I've always said, especially when it comes to my Cappies, you guys always do the right thing coming out. You always do the right thing. And then action, right? But the important thing here is that, first of all, abundance. You have abundance in your life and in all areas. That's the most important thing. The heart center, right? Make sure that when you start taking the action that you have, that love in your heart for what you're doing, right? But definitely take action. I'm telling you, you need to take action. I like it. I feel like I'm in a powerful, successful position, and I've got really good projects that I'm working on. That's what I feel like looking at this. And you are limitless. Fucking right. I love this card. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. Absolutely. Thank you, Capricorn. Seriously, thank you. And like and I say this with the difficult readings, and really I should be saying it with the good ones too, that, right, it's general messages. It's not going to apply to everybody. And I know you guys hear that all the time. But, the thing is, if things are going good for you right now, be grateful, right? Be grateful that, you're having a good, easy week, and make the most of it, right? But definitely you are limitless. But this right here, this relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. I rarely get to see that card. So for some of you, you may be meeting somebody, or you are in a relationship with somebody that you've been with before. I think it's cool as hell. But definitely, Cap, right? Growth happening all the way around you. All right, Cap. So, I have to be honest with you. I kind of expected to see a reading with like a bunch of like crazy, major, difficult stuff going on. And the reason why I say that is because everything that you guys have going on right now, but Saturn and Pluto alone, my God. So this is like nice. It's easy peasy. I feel successful just looking at it. So I can't even imagine what you guys are doing. Now you come into this successful, damn it, with the world. And definitely, you are the growth is like all the way around you. It's not even funny. But you are reevaluating a situation here, and I think it's more about the way that you go about doing it. And I do think that this is you. You have plans, but you're not talking about them because there may be somebody who is being a little bit too nosy. Like, discretion was the first thing that I felt looking at that. And again, I would be careful about like whatever financial documents you plan on signing. Make sure that, you look at everything before you sign anything. But I'm telling you, Spirit is saying here that as long as you lay down the plans here and you have good plans to act, you're leading right up to the Ace of Wands here. And I'm telling you, if that's not like enjoying physical abundance, seriously. And again, with a newness and this vitality, right? Like, I love it. I love it. But, with the Five of Pentacles, as far as hopes and fears, I do think that for some of you, it could be about, like, if you're getting ready to start a new project, that it may cost you more than what you had expected to get an initial startup. But again, it's just hopes and fears, right? And I don't think that you should let anything stop you here. So the way that I feel about this is, first of all, yes, you could definitely be dealing with somebody who's trying to block you, but I think that Queen of Swords is you saying, nope, no, I ain't taking your shit, right? You can't block me in and prevent me from having this. And I think it's because with the Three of Pentacles coming out that you have skills and talents that they don't. You know, so it's, if you're dealing with somebody who's trying to block you, it's not going to work, because again, that Ace of Wands is yours. And with the Empress, I'm telling you, you look great. You really do. And, you know, again, right, general message, not going to apply to everybody, but I love the easy peasy readings. You know, it's nice not to see like such harsh things happening to people, that, you know, you guys are actually having good things happen and good opportunities showing up. And abundance, heart chakra in action. I'm telling you that growth is all the way around you. So definitely, if you take action with love in your heart, there's no reason why that abundance can't continue. I love this card, and I rarely ever get to see it. And I think it's amazing. So for some of you, you're either going to meet somebody that you have been with before in like another lifetime, or you are with that person. But to see spiritual connection is really cool. But you are limitless. Fucking right. I love this card. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Right? I don't even think that the sky is the limit for you this time. But, you know, Cap, like I said, as far as you stick to your plans, I think you're going to be okay. Just be careful about, you know, what information you're willing to divulge to anybody right now. But like I said, coming out of this, I'm telling you, you look really good. Like, really, really good.